Hello everyone, I'm John, this is Sean,
All right.
and this is Everyday Food Reviews, and today we've got Grilla, a Greek restaurant in Liverpool.
Yeah, I think they're on Hardman Street, and they were recommended to us by Shoney10 and OnOff58 on Reddit when we made that Reddit post over 2 years ago.
2 years ago now, yeah, and obviously things went down in the world, we couldn't go through that list and carry on going through the list,
Yeah,
and we've been quite excited to get back into the list at some point.
we have. So we've got a mixed griller for one, but there's two of us. So we've also got, I've got a chicken souvlaki wrap, and you have
pork gyros.
gyros,
Yeah,
not gyros.
gyros. Sorry.
We just know it's not gyros.
No, don't call it gyros. The Greeks don't call it gyros.
So you lived in Greece for a while, didn't you?
Live. I worked in Crete for a little bit.
Crete.
Yeah, just for like the summer.
Should we get a thumbnail before we?
Do you use that because it's branded?
Yeah, because this is an advert. Yeah. So I got the. Oh, we both got the tzatziki. How do you pronounce that one?
Tzatziki.
Tzatziki sauce.
I might have butchered that one.
But if we just go to the menu and list everything that's meant to be on the mixed griller. It's basically just meat and chips. And 22 Hardman Street. So I'm hoping that this will be good because it's located at the venue that used to be Basement 20, which was the best place in Liverpool to go to gigs. So it says selection of meat on the spit.
On or off?
It says on.
Oh, okay.
So presumably they mean like off or from, with fresh cut chips, tzatziki, salad, and homemade mustard sauce. Now there's no tzatziki, but there is the salad and the mustard sauce. The salad seems to have some sort of dressing on, which I don't think is the tzatziki. And you're not interested in the salad, are you, John?
No, mate.
How is it so far? You've been
Good. I've just had a bit of the chicken so far. Well cooked.
Flavour's good. So we got a bit of chicken, a bit of lamb, and a bit of pork here. The lamb and the pork were good. They come in massive
Chunks.
Yeah.
Like they came in like, yeah, that's half of it. And then the other half is like there.
Yeah.
But like we said, you can get a griller. You can get the mixed griller for one, which is $13.90. And that's how much food we got. Both plates. We might have picked some chips downstairs, but all the meat was there. You can get a mixed griller for two, which is $24.90. So that would have been absolutely massive because we were thinking about getting that first and then just a couple of sides, like just souvlaki on their own and whatever. But yeah, in the end, we decided to just get the mixed griller for one and then just get like a normal little meal. Not thinking this would be the amount of food we got.
No.
Although it's not the cheapest place.
But the portions seem decent. Portions seem very decent. Like, I think just this plate would have probably been enough food for my dinner.
Oh yeah, definitely. The griller, you would not be disappointed if you ordered something for 14 quid. Sorry, $13.90. You know, and you got this amount of food. It came in a box, the same size box as these.
Yeah.
And it was proper jam packed, half of chips, and then the rest of the meat, and it was weighty. I'd love that.
Delivery on Deliveroo is £3.50 though.
Yeah.
So that's a bit better value if you're going to be feeding 4 people. So otherwise it's it's like 25% of the order again, and with the way that the service charge scales, all of this come to is that these things were £6.50 and £6.90 each, and it comes to £32.5 for the two. But I think we could have easily just
spent
half this, and
we could have spent 14 quid on them, on them two, souvlaki and Gyros.
Salad's nice, the dressing's nice. It's like a balsamic, mustardy sort of dressing. It's pretty nice.
I really rate them chips as well. Like it doesn't taste like anything special's been done with them. They've been slightly seasoned, which looks like maybe salt and some herbs, fried, but you know, like you freshly cut and cooked, and they're amazing.
Yeah, they're really good chips. Well, we said we wouldn't mention it, but we will mention it. We were going to look at Manor on Smithdown Road today, but it turns out they don't deliver to this postcode, and we couldn't be bothered to go and pick it up, so we'll do that another day. But then we went to the list and found Bundabust, but there's not enough on their menu to make a meal for John, because there's only like onion bhajis that he'll eat from there, because it's all vegetarian Indian street food, which is fine. You're not opposed to vegetarian things, it's just most of it is actually vegetables. Things like...
Well, they don't sell any meat products.
No.
So even the burgers were veggie burgers.
Well, I mean, onion bhajis you'll eat though, but I mean...
They weren't even proper onion bhajis, they were like chickpea and broccoli.
Yeah, well, okay.
Onion, chickpea and broccoli bhajis, and it's like...
So, even though that's on the list, that'll be somewhere I'll look at on my own going forward now. So, I don't mind that. I've seen them a few times on Deliveroo and thought I wouldn't know what to order from here, because it's just a menu full of snacks rather than meals.
Yeah. Right. I think we need to stop eating that for a minute.
I'm just going to finish the chips and salad and then get into the souvlaki.
So from what I remember when I was in Greece, souvlaki was almost like skewers of seasoned meat, and they'd be done over a barbecue or a grill. And they were really quite nice. And it looks like Grilla have done similar. Chicken on a skewer, and then put it in a wrap.
Which to me is just a kebab.
Yeah, so and gyros is very similar. It's almost like a naan bread with meat and chips. They do put salad in. I usually take the salad out. This one just came with tomato and onion, so I'll just pull this tomato out anyway. And it'll be jobs are good.
This lamb was really nice. Chicken's nice and tender. I really like the seasoning on the lamb. It's got loads of flavour. I'm just going to try the pork and then get into my thingy.
Sorry, yeah, I did eat some of that meat and I didn't talk about it.
Oh.
Now, I did get tzatziki sauce on this because I didn't know how good the mustard would be, and I'm a little bit gutted because that mustard is actually really good. Look at that, mate.
The pork is a little bit lacking in flavour compared to everything else on this plate. It's particularly bland. However, it's really tender. It just falls apart in your mouth. You don't need to chew it. So I'd like there to be more flavour though, but it's still good. I think the problem with chips being with both of these things, I've got too many chips. I'll be able to eat the meat later, but I won't be able to eat the chips later. So
I don't know if I've got yours, you know.
Yours does look more like chicken.
And a wrap.
And the wrap does look like a pita wrap.
Yeah, I think I've eaten the wrong one.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't.
So I've got a pork gyros, which is good. Nice little surprise. I'll try some of this pork. That's good, isn't it? Like, the pork was the most disappointing thing on that plate, and then that's what I picked up by accident. Yeah, this is full of chips.
Yeah, which is... I mean, to be fair, there's a lot of chips in there as well.
Yeah, there is, yeah.
Whoops. My bad. I think I split that. I think I looked at them.
The bread's really nice.
That pizza wrap was good as well. It was really soft and...
So, with how this is wrapped, it's a bit wide, even from my mouth. You might have been alright, John. So I'll just try some of the pork with the tzatziki. I think that will probably help with the one small issue I had with it, in that it's a bit bland.
Should have brought cloths.
So, what?
Like kitchen roll.
Oh, yeah. With the tzatziki, that's bang on. Absolutely bang on. I don't know if you can still hear me. Move kitchen roll off the table so we have space.
Thanks, mate.
That's good. The only thing I'm struggling with, I'm pretty full up.
Have you tried this mustard yet, by the way?
I have, yeah. I did some chips in it. It's really good.
So good.
Yeah. So it's like a creamy mustard dip rather than actual just mustard.
Must say, I really like Grilla.
Yeah, I'm impressed. I was expecting to complain about the price. And it was expensive, but I feel like we've ordered a meal for 4 here.
Quite possibly.
For
Like,
32 quid.
to be fair, you could get... Yeah, I'd love to know, and not love to know, how big that Grilla for 2 is. And if you could actually serve 2 or 3 people with that for like 25 quid.
Yeah.
Or just under.
I think when my girlfriend's back home, I might go there again and order just the mixed Grilla for 2 and then some halloumi, or just the 2 wraps and some halloumi. Because that way it'll be just over £20 with the postage and with the delivery, rather than being just under and only having 14 quid's worth of food. Like if you got nearly 20 quid's worth of food and it costs just over 20 quid, it hurts a bit less than having 15 quid's worth of food and it costing you 20 quid.
Easier to stomach.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say so. So I might do that. I think this, probably on its own without the halloumi, it'd probably be fine.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But
well, yeah, I think you could. I think the halloumi. Did they do separate halloumi? Oh, okay.
it was about a £5, I think.
That's not too bad, because I also saw that they did like a halloumi in a wrap as well. So if you didn't want all the meat.
Oh, with the tzatziki, the pork's bang on. It makes more sense. I'm disappointed we didn't get the separate pot of tzatziki. We just got the little pot of mustard. Because apparently that brings this pork to life. But yeah, very impressed. I would and probably will go there again.
I think if I ever have it again, because obviously I'm a bit far from Liverpool, I would definitely probably get like a pork or a chicken gyros with the mustard.
I'd try the chicken souvlaki wrap with tzatziki. I like the sound of that still.
Can I have a bit of there?
No, it's all right. No, well, like we weren't 100% sure what to order anyway. We just thought we'd order a couple of very slightly different but similar things, so we got like the same amount of food that costs the same, but we'd try an extra thing basically. So it doesn't matter in my eyes too much which way around we've got this. It's all basically the same stuff. I think if you wanted, you could just pull the chicken out of there and put your pork in off your plate, and it'd be pretty much the same, give or take.
I want to try a bit of the bread though.
Is this different to your bread?
I think so.
I'll try a bit off the bottom there where I've not.
Oh, we'll do it off camera.
Oh, okay.
I'll try it a bit.
Okay.
I'll take your word for it. People don't need to see that.
Yeah, I've got nothing else to say about them. I'd go there again. I'd just be a little bit more selective with what I order for just 2 people.
I think the issue is you have with anywhere, $13.90 for a takeaway. If you were just looking for a meal for one, it's about probably it's maybe mid to high range. What you spend for one person.
Yeah.
When you're ordering,
And with $3.50 delivery as well.
Yeah. But even on that aside, that's what I mean. It's still quite probably mid to high range of what you'd spend on a takeaway for one person.
Yeah.
But you never know what the portion sizes are going to be.
No, that's what puts me off getting special kebabs a lot of the time for 15 quid.
Yeah.
Special kebab, it's like, that could be amazing. But it could just be a large kebab with an extra skewer, at which point it's not worth 15 quid or whatever.
No.
Hopefully...
And then you get some places like the kebab place we tried in St. Helens, the one that was about £7, the one that was near Denton's Green Lane, I can't remember the name of it, you can flash it up. That was like £7, and we were a bit worried if it would have been big enough.
Yeah.
So it's one of those, I think if you do want to try Grilla, yeah, definitely consider the portion sizes because you get a lot of chips and you get a really good size wrap.
Yeah.
Or gyros, and even the Grilla for one, probably would have done us, like you say, on our own.
Well, this will do me tomorrow for lunch, but like I say, I did have a big lunch today. If I didn't have a big lunch today, it probably still would have done me tomorrow for breakfast.
Yeah. It's really good. I'm really impressed.
Yeah.
And it takes me back to when I did a bit of work in Greece.
Does it taste authentic enough for you?
Yeah, it definitely does. I mainly had mine with mayo, hence why I was a bit unsure whether to get the mustard or the tzatziki.
Yeah, that's one thing it wouldn't let you check out without picking one. You had to pick one.
That's why there's mayo on the table, because I was going to just add mayo and hopefully, either add it if there wasn't a lot but there was too much to add more sauce.
Yeah.
But yeah, Grilla, if you're watching it, it'd be cool if you could tell Deliveroo that give people options for no sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that would be my only criticism, and it's not even really Grilla's fault. So
no.
An option on Deliveroo.
Basement 20 closing isn't their fault either, so now that I've tried the food, I'll forgive them for that.
My chips are so good.
So I've driven past there and walked past there and just shook my head every time I walked past thinking, that used to be
And now
such
you
a
might
good
go in
place.
and get yourself a gyros.
Yeah, I might. I can say that still is a nice place. It's just very different, a little bit more upmarket than Basement 20, I would say. They'd have a job to not be, to be fair. Did you ever go to a gig there? It was rough. It was fun, but it was rough.
I'm trying to think where I've been. I've been to one on Hardman Street. Is that the one that you actually went downstairs?
Yeah, so it's on the left before you get to the Mummed Out Church, and you go in and go straight downstairs. I think the bar's upstairs, but we just used to take our own cans in there anyway.
Right.
And then wonder why
I don't
they
know
closed.
if I've been in there then, but yeah. I keep picking it when I have a fork to eat, and we're running out of things to say.
Yeah, no.
So I think on that note, it is time to end. Thank you very much for joining us.
Yeah, thanks, Shoney and On-Off38 for the recommendation. Mm-hmm. Very good shout. Yeah, sorry.
No, it's all right. Thank you very much for joining us. We'll see you next time.
Cheers.